Hello students. So after complex numbers, in this session we are going to discuss about quadratic equations. So first we will see what is meant by polynomial equation, and we will see what is the condition for the polynomial equation to be a quadratic equation. So in lower classes we studied about polynomial equations. Polynomial equation. So what is polynomial equation? An equation of the form an into x power n plus an minus 1 into x power n minus 1 plus an minus 2 into x power n minus 2 and so on up to a2x square plus a1x plus a naught is equal to 0. So equation of this form is called as a polynomial equation, where this an minus 1, an minus 2 and so on up to a2, a1, a naught. These are the constants which are called the coefficients of variables. These are the coefficients of variables, and these are real numbers which belongs to the real numbers. And here n should be positive integer. N should be a positive integer. Then this equation is called as a polynomial equation, and here the highest power of x or the highest index of x, it is called as the degree of polynomial equation. So here out of all this n is the highest power. So here degree of polynomial equation is n if an is not equal to 0. So there is a condition here, an is not equal to 0, then only we can consider this the n is the highest power, then only it will be the degree of polynomial equation. Understand? So this is about polynomial equation. Now based on what is the highest power, that is the degree of polynomial equation. Now we can define the polynomial equation as linear equation, then quadratic equation, cubic equation and so on. Okay. So if n equal to 1, if n is 1, then the polynomial equation is called a linear equation. Polynomial equation will be called as a linear equation. If n is 2, then the polynomial equation is called as a quadratic equation. Means degree is 2, highest power is 2, then only the polynomial is called as a quadratic equation. If n is 3, then the polynomial equation is called as a cubic equation. If degree is 4, it is called as a biquadratic equation. If degree is 5, it is called polynomial equation of degree 5, degree 6 and so on. Okay. So this is about polynomial equation and their degrees. Okay. Now one important note we will study here. Since it is an equation, means it will have roots or solutions. So how many roots will be there for a polynomial equation of degree n? Okay. So an equation of degree n, it will have n roots. Okay. A polynomial equation of nth degree will have n roots. Okay. Any polynomial equation of nth degree, it will have always n roots. Now whatever be that roots, maybe they are real or maybe they are imaginary. Okay. So the total number of roots will be always equal to n, which is the degree of polynomial equation. Okay. So this is about polynomial equation. Now in this we are studying about quadratic equation. So how do we represent quadratic equation in the standard form? So that is what we will see now. The standard form of quadratic equation will be written like this: ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 is a quadratic equation, where now there are some conditions. Now for this equation to represent a quadratic equation, now one condition is a should not be equal to 0, x square coefficient cannot be 0. What if it will be 0? Suppose if it is 0, then 0 into x square will become 0 only. So do we have x square term? If a is 0, there will be no x square term. No x square term means we are having x and a constant. So it will become linear equation. Okay, it will not be quadratic equation. So for this equation to represent a quadratic equation, what is the condition? Coefficient of x square should not be 0. Whatever be b and c values, we don't worry about the lower powers. So only thing we have to consider is the highest power coefficient, that should be non-zero. It may be negative or it may be positive. So where a not equal to 0 and a, b, c belongs to real numbers, or they may be complex also. Okay, usually we take real numbers. The coefficients or constants a, b, c, they should be real numbers, or we can take it as complex numbers. Okay, then only this equation represents a quadratic equation. Now we are interested in roots of this quadratic equation. So how do you find the roots or solution? What is meant by root or solution? The value of unknown variable x which satisfies this given equation, it is called as the root or solution of given quadratic equation. Okay. So how do we find that solutions? Roots of quadratic equation. Roots of a quadratic equation. Now first we will see how many roots will exist for a given quadratic equation. So in the previous concept we studied a polynomial equation of nth degree will have n roots. Since it is a polynomial equation of degree 2, so how many roots we should get? We should get 2 roots. Maybe the roots are real or maybe they are imaginary. Okay. So on total we should be getting 2 roots for this equation. Now we will derive the formula for roots of this quadratic equation. So derivation not required, only the formula is required. So ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. We have to solve this. So here what I do is I will take a common first. A into x square, taking a common, what remains here? B by a into x plus c by a is equal to 0. Now a is non-zero, we can divide this, 0 by a will become 0. So we have x square plus b by a into x plus c by a equal to 0. So we have x square and x term. So for finding x value, so here what I do is I will complete the square. Okay. So once we complete the square, then we can separate x term on one side, remaining terms on the other side. So how do we complete the square? Write it in the form a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square form. Okay. See, we have x square, it is like a square. Okay. Since plus is there, we write plus. Now either it is a plus b whole square form or a minus b whole square form. What we have expansion a square plus 2ab plus b square, a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay. So completing the square is nothing but arrange the terms in this form, which can be replaced as a plus b whole square, or if we arrange the terms in this form, we can replace as a minus b whole square. So in this expansion, if you see, we have a square and b square terms and 2ab terms, plus minus, depending on it is a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square form. Since plus is there, so it is a square plus 2 is compulsory and a means what here? X. Now b value we have to adjust. Understanding? So we have a square plus 2a. Now what should be the constant b? That value we can adjust. So a is x here, a square plus 2ab. Now b should be what? It is b by 2a. So whenever b is b by 2a, then only the product will become b by a into x. Okay. So 2x into b by a will get b by a into x. Now it is a square plus 2ab. Now we need plus b square, means b by 2a whole square. That I will add and subtract. So adding and subtracting b by 2a whole square minus b by 2a whole square plus c by a is there, is equal to 0. So this is the method of completing the square. Okay, arranging the terms in the form of, observe this first 3 terms, a square plus 2ab plus b square form. So these 3 terms I can write as a plus b whole square form, x plus b by 2a the whole square. Next here we have c by a, first write positive term, c by a minus b square by 4a square is equal to 0. Okay. So x plus b by 2a whole square can be written as, bring it to this side, b square by 4a square minus c by a. So you can take LCM here, x plus b by 2a whole square is equal to b square minus 4ac divided by 4a square. LCM is 4a square. So b square minus 4ac divided by 4a square. Now x plus b by 2a whole square is this much. So what will be x plus b by 2a here? X plus b by 2a will be plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 4a square whole root. Okay, taking root on both sides, x plus b by 2a will be plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 4a square. So what will be x value? Take b by 2a to right hand side, minus b by 2a plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 4a square. So x will be minus b by 2a plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by, what is root of 4a square? I can write 2a. So LCM is 2a. So x value we can write, LCM is 2a minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So this is the value of x. So how many values we are getting for x? If I take plus here, we will get 1 root minus b plus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. If I take minus, then we get another root minus b minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay. So this is a formula for finding roots of a quadratic equation. Understand? So this formula you may be studied in lower classes. So this is a proof how we are getting the roots of the quadratic equation. Understand? So we just have to take a common, then remaining terms we have to complete the square, rearrange and separate x term, then we will get the roots of quadratic equation. Understand? Next. So after studying the roots of quadratic equation, we should know the nature of that roots. Okay. So we will see how to find the nature of roots of the quadratic equation. nature of roots. Nature of roots of quadratic equation. So for this quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, what are the roots we are writing? Roots are x equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Now this is the roots formula we are writing. Now when a, b, c are real numbers, a, b, c are real numbers means we are getting some values here. B is a real number, 2a is real number. Now it depends on this square root of b square minus 4ac. Okay, we know square root of positive value, square root of negative value, square root of 0. So this b square minus 4ac, based on this value we can decide the nature of roots. Okay, so a and b values, they are already real numbers and a is not equal to 0. So there will be no condition on this a and b. Now only thing it depends on this b square minus 4ac, that is called as the discriminant of quadratic equation. Okay, so based on that b square minus 4ac we are deciding the nature of quadratic equations. So that's why b square minus 4ac is called discriminant of quadratic equation. So discriminant delta, it is b square minus 4ac. Okay, see the conditions. If delta is positive, delta positive means b square minus 4ac positive. What is square root of positive value? It is some real number. Square root of positive value we know it is some real number. So it is some real number means what about nature of roots? They will be real and distinct. So when delta is greater than 0, then roots are real and distinct. Distinct means they are different roots. Okay. Next, if delta is 0, then delta 0 means this is 0. What is root of 0? 0. Now root of 0 is 0 means minus b plus or minus 0. So what we get x value? Minus b plus or minus 0 by 2a, x equal to minus b by 2a. Okay, since it is 0, so minus b by 2a is the root. Now a is real, b is real, so we will get it as real number. So roots are real, and in this case the roots will be equal also. Why the roots are real and equal here? Because even though we are getting only one root here, but a quadratic equation should have two roots. If I take plus 0, we get one root. If I take minus 0, we get another root. So what are the roots here? Minus b plus 0 by 2a, minus b minus 0 by 2a. So x equal to minus b by 2a, minus b by 2a. So both the roots are equal here and they are real. So whenever delta is 0, then roots are real and they are equal here. Understand? Next, third case, if delta is negative, then now what will happen when delta is negative? Delta negative means we are getting square root of negative value. So what is the square root of negative value? We know they are imaginary numbers. Okay, so they are imaginary numbers means roots will be imaginary. Then roots are imaginary. Roots are imaginary. Understand? So this is the nature of roots. So in the lower classes we are stating that when delta is negative, roots are imaginary and we are leaving. Okay, we are not writing what are the roots. But here after studying the complex numbers, okay, after we study complex numbers, we know how to write square root of negative values. They are nothing but imaginary numbers, like square root of minus 5 we are writing as I root 5. So here we can mention what are the roots. Understand? here we can write what are the roots even if they are imaginary. Okay, so this is what we are going to study here. Okay. So this is the nature of roots of quadratic equation. Next, so when quadratic equation is given, we are finding the roots of quadratic equation. Suppose if roots are given, then how do we write a quadratic equation? If alpha, beta are roots of a quadratic equation, then the quadratic equation can be written as okay. We know that roots are alpha and beta. So when roots are given, how do we write the quadratic equation? So it is written as x minus alpha into x minus beta is equal to 0, or it is also written as x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta is equal to 0. Okay. So important point. So sometimes in applications roots will be given, we need to find the quadratic equation. So equation will be written like this: x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta equal to 0. Understand? Next, for the given quadratic equation, we know how to find sum of roots and product of roots. So for this equation, what is the sum of roots formula? Sum of roots is equal to minus b by a, and what is the product of roots? Product of roots is c by a. Okay. So when we write quadratic equation in this standard form, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, sum of roots is minus b by a and product of roots is c by a. Okay. So again proof is not required, just observe how we are getting that sum of roots is minus b by a only and product of roots is only c by a. Okay. Let us see the proof. Let roots of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 be alpha and beta. So for this equation, suppose roots are alpha and beta. Okay. So how can I write alpha and beta values here? Roots are x equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. This is what we are writing roots formula. So by taking plus we are getting one root, and by taking minus we are getting the other root. Okay. So let what will be alpha here? I take plus minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, and beta b equal to, by taking minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So these are the two roots we are taking, one is alpha, another is beta I am taking. So now what is the sum of roots? Sum of roots is nothing but alpha plus beta. Add these two, minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a plus minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So LCM is 2a, minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac, adding minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac, total divided by 2a. Now plus root of b square minus 4ac minus root of b square minus 4ac will get a cancel. So it is remaining alpha plus beta. minus b divided by 2a minus b it is minus 2b divided by 2a, 2 cancelled, minus b by a. So the sum of roots alpha plus beta, it is minus b by 2a. Next, similarly we can take product, what is alpha into beta, next product of roots alpha into beta is equal to minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a into minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Denominator 2a into 2a, it is 4a square. Denominator is 4a square. What is the numerator? Minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac. It is in the form of x plus y into x minus y. What is x plus y into x minus y? We can write x square minus y square form. So minus b whole square minus root b square minus 4ac whole square. Okay. Numerator is in the form of a plus b into a minus b, which we can write a square minus b square form. So simplified, we will get product of roots minus b whole square is b square minus root of b square minus 4ac whole square, root and square cancelled, minus is there, so b square minus 4ac bracket divided by 4a square. So b square apply minus, b square minus into minus plus 4ac divided by 4a square, b square cancel, 4ac divided by 4a square. So 4 cancelled, 1a cancelled, remaining is c by a. So the product of roots is c by a and the sum of roots is minus b by a. Understanding? So this is the formulas you have to remember. So every time we cannot find the roots and find their sum or product. Okay. So from the equation directly we can write what is the sum of roots and what is the product of roots. Okay. Right. So now we can solve the problems based on this quadratic equations. So here an equation will be given, we just have to solve it. Okay. So solving is nothing but finding the roots of quadratic equation. Using that roots formula we can find the solution. Okay. See exercise 5.3. Right. See question number 1. The question is solve each of the following quadratic equations. You just have to find the solution. First equation, x square plus 3 is equal to 0. X square plus 3 equal to 0. So it is also a quadratic equation because the highest power of x is 2. So degree 2 means it is a quadratic equation. It will have two roots. Since we have only x square term here, there is no x term. So directly we can find x value here. X square is minus 3. X square minus 3 means what will be x value? Plus or minus root of minus 3. X square is minus 3. So x will be plus or minus plus or minus square root of minus 3. Now if we are speaking about real numbers, there is no solution for this. Why? Because we have square root of minus 3 which is imaginary. Okay. So when we are speaking that x is real, then there will be no solution here. Okay. So nothing is given means we can find solution here. Okay. So what is square root of negative numbers? We know imaginary. So here roots exist but they are imaginary roots. Okay. So x equal to plus or minus, what is square root of minus 3? I can write I root 3. So what are the roots? Roots are x equal to plus I take I root 3 and other root is if I take minus I root 3. So there exist two roots for this given quadratic equation. Understanding? So now when nothing is given, we have to write all the roots. When it is given that x is a real number, then we write no solution because these are imaginary roots here. Okay. Next, see question number 3. Again roots of quadratic equation. Given quadratic equation, x square plus 3x plus 9 equal to 0. Now we need roots of this quadratic equation. So is of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a is 1. Compare the coefficients. X square coefficient is 1, so a is 1, x coefficient is 3, b is 3, c is 9. So what is the formula for roots of quadratic equation? Roots of quadratic equation are x equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Either you can compare and write, or directly also we can write in this formula. Okay. So what will be x values? Minus b means minus 3 plus or minus root of b square. B square is 3 square minus 4ac, 4 into 1 into 9 divided by 2a, 2 into 1. Okay. Minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So solve this. X equal to minus 3 plus or minus root of 3 square is 9 minus 4 9s are 36 divided by 2 into 1 is 2. So minus 3 plus or minus root of 9 minus 36 is minus 27 divided by 2. Now what is square root of minus 27? Square root of minus 27 we know I root 27. Roots are imaginary here, they are not real. So minus 3 plus or minus I can write as root of I root 27 divided by 2. What is root 27? I can write 3 root 3 I can write divided by 2. So by taking plus we get one root, by taking minus we get the other roots. So therefore the roots of given quadratic equation are what are the roots? X equal to minus 3 plus I into 3 root 3 by 2, and x is minus 3 minus I into 3 root 3 by 2. So these are the two roots for the given quadratic equation. Understand? So no need to check that the roots are real or imaginary. So directly we substitute in the formula, simplify. If the square root inside term is positive, we get roots are real. If it is negative, we get roots are imaginary. Okay. Next, see question number 4. Given quadratic equation, minus x square plus x minus 2 equal to 0. Now we have to find the roots of this quadratic equation. Either we can solve as it is, or we can take the terms to right hand side, so that it will be x square minus x plus 2 equal to 0. See, anyway we will get the roots as same only. Okay, so you can solve as it is or take it to right hand side and also solve. I will solve directly. So of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a is minus 1, b is 1, c is minus 2. Now roots of quadratic equation are x equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square. What is b square means? B square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So x equal to minus b is minus 1 plus or minus root of b square 1 square minus 4ac, 4 into minus 1 into minus 2 divided by 2a, a is minus 1. So remaining all simplification after substituting in the formula. Minus of minus 1 is plus 1 plus or minus root of 1 square is 1. Now minus 4 into minus 1 into minus 2, what we get? Minus into minus into minus, minus 8 divided by 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. So x will be 1 plus or minus square root of 1 minus 8 is minus 7 divided by minus 2. X equal to 1 plus or minus, what is square root of minus 7? It is imaginary. Square root of negative numbers are imaginary. I can write as I root 7 divided by minus 2. So what are the roots we can write? Therefore roots of given quadratic equation are x equal to, I take plus 1 plus I root 7 divided by minus 2, and x is 1 minus I root 7 divided by minus 2, or if you divide separately, minus 1 by 2 minus I root 7 by 2, dividing separately minus 1 by 2 minus by minus plus I root 7 by 2. So these are the two roots of quadratic equation. Understand? Now you can verify by solving and taking it to right hand side. Okay, if I take it to right hand side, we get x square minus x plus 2 equal to 0. You solve that, then also we will get roots are same only. Okay, you can check that. Next, see question number 7. Given quadratic equation is question number 7. So quadratic equation is root 2 x square plus x plus root 2 equal to 0. Root 2 x square plus x plus root 2 equal to 0. So we have to solve this equation again. It is of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a is root 2, b is 1, c is root 2. So roots of quadratic equation formula, minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Substitute in this. X equal to minus b minus 1 plus or minus root of b square 1 square minus 4ac, 4 into root 2 into root 2 divided by 2a, 2 into root 2. So minus 1 plus or minus root of 1 minus 4 into root 2 into root 2. Root 2 into root 2 is 2 into 4, 8 divided by 2 root 2. So minus 1 plus or minus root of 1 minus 8 is minus 7 divided by 2 root 2. Minus 1 plus or minus square root of minus 7 is imaginary. So I root 7 divided by 2 root 2. So what are the roots you can write? Therefore, roots of given quadratic equation are x equal to, I take plus minus 1 plus I root 7 divided by 2 root 2. By taking minus 1 minus I root 7 divided by 2 root 2. Or if I divide 2 root 2, minus 1 by 2 root 2 plus I root 7 by 2 root 2, and x is minus 1 by 2 root 2 minus I root 7 by 2 root 2. So these are the two roots of the quadratic equation. Understand? Next. Question number 9. Given quadratic equation is x square plus x plus 1 by root 2 equal to 0. So it is in the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a is x square coefficient 1, x coefficient is 1, constant is 1 by root 2. So roots of quadratic equation formula minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. So x will be minus b, means minus 1 plus or minus root of b square 1 square minus 4ac, a into 1 into 1 by root 2 divided by 2a, a is 1. So x equal to minus 1 plus or minus root of 1 square is 1 minus 4 into 1 into 1 by root 2, will get 4 by root 2 divided by 2 into 1 is 2. So x will be minus 1 plus or minus root of 1 minus, what is 4 by root 2 we can write? 4 by root 2 I can write 2 root 2. Observe, 4 by root 2, by rationalizing a denominator, multiply and divide root 2, will get 2 root 2 divided by 2. Now what is this value? 1 minus 2 root 2. What is the value of 1 minus 2 root 2? 1 minus 2 into, what is root 2? Approximately 1.414. Okay, root 2 is approximately 1.414. So 1 minus, we get 2.828. Now 1 minus 2.828 means we get minus 1 point. So it is a negative. Whatever the value, so it is a negative. So it is negative means square root of negative value, it is imaginary. Okay. So what I do is, I will take minus common from this. So if I take minus common, what we write? Square root of minus of 2 root 2 minus 1 divided by 2. Observe, I am taking minus common. So if I take minus common, inside term will become positive. So from these two terms I have taken minus common. So minus, if I take outside, what is 2 root 2 minus 1? 2 root 2 is, what is 2 root 2 value? 2.828. Okay, 2.828 minus 1, we get 1.828, which is positive. So minus of 1.828, square root of minus of 1.828 is I root 1.828. So x value I can write minus 1 plus or minus So it is like minus some value. So minus some value means it is I root, that value I can write. So I root 2 root 2 minus 1 divided by 2. So roots are roots of quadratic equation are x equal to minus 1 plus I root 2 root 2 minus 1 divided by 2, x equal to minus 1 minus I root 2 root 2 minus 1 divided by 2. Okay. So these are the two roots we are getting. Understanding? So this value is negative. 1 minus 2 root 2 is negative. So that's why I taken minus common. It will be 2 root 2 minus 1 is positive. So square root of minus of positive value, it is I root that positive value. Understand? Right. So similarly you can solve the remaining questions. Okay. So go through all the remaining problems in the exercise 5.3 and also the examples given before the exercise. Okay. So with this quadratic equations also completed. Okay. So from next class onwards we will start the objective part of complex numbers. Okay. So all of you have the material with you by next class. Okay. Any doubts you are having in this PU part, please post in the group. Okay. Thank you.